my thought of the day is going to sort of follow the week of Thoughts of the Day. Many folks have come up here to do Thought of the Day talking about the tragedy that's right before us in Los Angeles with the fires. And, it's also a message. I've been thinking a lot about what Homeboy means. It's a message about Homeboy. As you know, over the next couple of months, I'm going to hand over the reins of leadership to Homeboy. And I feel good about it. But I just spent, well, now getting older, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking what it all means and how this all comes together. And this week, particularly the last 10 days with the fire and with the tragedies, it really got me thinking how, thankfully, very few of our community are impacted by the fire. There's about a dozen folks, all physically safe. Some have lost their houses, some have been evacuated, some have will be permanently evacuated. The families are safe. The families are still living in churches and sleeping in far off distances, and kids aren't in school. And as what I've noticed as whole LA, basically, they're all kind of a little bit more sad and more in despair. And I say that to think, but what I notice at Homeboy every day over these past 10 days is something pretty remarkable. What I've noticed is how well this community sort of wants to step forward with what we know is kinship and compassion, right? And so, I've been out to some of our businesses where they're serving coffee and cake to the firefighters, and that's pretty great. I've seen the stories where people have been evacuated and they get a hug from one of our homies. And just something happens in that interaction where their eyes meet for the sake of people going through pain, recognizing other people are through pain. It really makes a difference for those who are struggling. And I think often about what the single universal approach of Homeboy is to help others who are in need. And I think what's so great about our community is that you've all been through it. You know what it's like to transform that pain. We have these sayings, don't transform your pain, you transmit it. Healing people help others heal. And so I see all your efforts over this past week. It is just remarkable how singularly compassionate you have been to helping those who are now, for the first time in their life, are without housing, are without clothes, are without food. It's really the emotional side, how you've been able to help people through that. And so Homeboy's also helped me through my own faith journey, spiritual journey. And I want to tie in a couple of these things together to this whole point of walking with people in pain, being compassionate along the way. And so, in Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, he teaches that blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. And I've been reading this passage my whole life. For many years, I still don't get it, right? And I've asked Father Baker a number of times to help me understand it better. I hope he's nodding yes. But like these words, meek, and like all my life, I chose not to be meek. I wanted to be the top leader. I worked hard. I wanted to be aggressive. I wanted to be competitive. I wanted to win. And now I hear this passage about being meek. What's that really mean? I come to fully understand this more because you all helped me in this community. It's about being humble. It's about living life with humility, of opening up our eyes and our hearts to allow God to help us and be with us as we go through pain and as we go through struggles. Right? Also, in my readings this week, it was a parable in the Gospels about Jesus choosing his apostles to follow him. First ones he picked fishermen, ordinary people. You didn't go take a high priest, or the magistrate, or the governor, or a high intellectual. He chose ordinary people. And ordinary for me, that means about people who are sort of authentic, who are willing to humble themselves and help others, who are willing to kind of speak with a voice of experience that we all may not know the answer, but we're going to work together and be compassionate together, and the hugs are going to make a difference with us together. And so to me, it just allows me, I sit back and I marvel at you all in this community. I feel the pain, we all feel the pain of the greater LA, and somehow I wish people could come down and visit us just to get a hug, someone who's walked through that pain knows how to kind of just move it along and help eventually find joy. And so I guess my message is people come down, have a cup of coffee, get a meal, come and get the Homeboy Club, because that's what we all need. So thank you.